So the Union faced off against Toronto FC Saturday afternoon in BMO Field. After 90 minutes of hard-fought soccer, the Union are still kings of the East, baby! Woo! And here on DOOP by the River, Parceros, we are going to review this match, and that's coming up next. Dale! Parceros, welcome to DOOP by the River, the show where we follow everything Philadelphia Union. With me, El Parcero Philly. Now, if you've been here before or if this is your first time checking out DOOP by the River, I just wanted to thank you for tuning in. I'm just a young Colombian American who just wants to make soccer big in his city. Help me by making that happen. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button for those notifications to help this channel grow. But like I mentioned, the Philadelphia Union faced off against Toronto FC at BMO Field, Toronto, Canada, Saturday afternoon. And a match that was hyped up all over the MLS as two big Eastern Conference contenders went head to head. But for our Philadelphia Union, it was all about proving a point, showing the rest of the MLS we are legit this year and the Eastern Conference is ours. As for the lineups go for the Philadelphia Union, the formation Jim Kirchner would use would be the 4-4-2 diamond. Like I mentioned in our preview match, this was the correct formation to use against Toronto FC. At goal, we would see Carlos Coronel get another start, as Andre Blake and Matt Freese are still recovering from their injuries. And Carlos Coronel would have another great match. He was huge for us multiple times throughout this match. Starting in our back line, starting left to right, Kai Wagner, Austin Trusty, Jack Elliott, and Ray Gaddis. The same back four we've seen for most of this season, and these guys had another good match as well. Kai Wagner, again, another great assist, continuously proving to us his potential on the attack. In our midfield, starting left to right, we had Jamir Monteiro at the back to number 6 role. We had Harris Meduninian. At the right shuttle midfielder, our captain Alejandro Bedoye, and at the tip of the diamond, the returner Marco Fabian. Now in the match preview, I predicted that Brandon Aronson would play on the left-hand side, thinking that he would be fully prepared to start in this match. But he was not able to do that. But still, like we've showed all season long, our impeccable depth that we have at every position, and Jamir Monteiro would still fill in that left role and have a great match. Unfortunately for Marco Fabian, it was definitely a match to forget. He looked a little rusty and couldn't even complete a pass in this match. When Brandon Aronson came in the second half, you definitely saw a spark in the Union midfield, as they seemed more smoother and played with a higher tempo with Aronson in there over Fabian. And the question here is, do we have a cam controversy? Should we start Aronson over Marco Fabian? Let me know in the comments below. Harris Meduninian needs to be highlighted as well. He had such a bounce back match from that first match. After that first match, Philadelphia, we all came down hard on Harris Meduninian, but he stepped it up big. And starting up top for our two forwards, we had Fafa Picault and Kasper Shibilko. Now in the match preview, I predicted we should have gone with Sergio Santos Gomes, as we could have used his speed and mobility in the box. However, we stuck with the hot hand and Kasper Shibilko. Wasn't a bad choice, but we did see in this match what a little speed from that role at forward could have done. He still would have a good match and had a couple chances, but did not get a goal. And Fafita, man, what's not to say about Fafa? Fafa, in the 25th minute in our first goal, it was ruled an own goal, but I definitely think Fafa had a little chip in that ball, and I'm going to award that goal to him. After the goal, Fafa honored the goal towards his mother, as it was Mother's Day weekend. What a beautiful final touch after that great goal. Sergio Santos Gomes would see the pitch in the 69th minute. Didn't have the same impact he had against New England, but still had a solid match. Kasper Shibilko would come off in the 90th minute for Warren Craball. Craball was added into the line just to seal the victory. Now this match would not start in the Union's favor, as Toronto dominated in possession and had a couple good chances. Carlos Coronel would keep us in this game, but after the 20th minute, the Union turned it on. Applied heavy pressure, got the turnovers, and started to create some chances. Kai Wagner was able to streak down the left-hand side and cross in another beautiful cross-in to Fafa Picault, who had a defender on him, and Fafa was able to get just enough chip on the ball to put it in the far right corner of the net to put the Union up 1-0. The Union at halftime were up 1-0 and flying high, but the second half would be the true test. Would they be able to keep this lead here? In the 51st minute, Toronto was awarded a free kick just outside the box, and Alejandro Pozuelos had an absolutely cracking free kick, and Coronel could not do anything but watch the ball bounce off his hand into the net for the 1-1 draw for Toronto. In the 68th minute, after some beautiful pressing and an interception, Philadelphia would go on the fast transition. Kasper Shabilko would have a beautiful pass to Jamiro Monteiro, and Monteiro would finish the rest off. The Union up 2-1 and giving him his second goal as a member of the Philadelphia Union. And that would be the difference, as Philadelphia won this match 2-1. An absolute statement win here. For Philadelphia, we've had a great season so far, and yet it is still early. But this was a true test. This was a legit Eastern Conference heavyweight. And Toronto was a team who just came off a bad loss to Atlanta midweek, wanted to come back home in front of their home crowd and get a big victory to stay up top of the East. But what we showed is that this year is the year of the Union. The Eastern Conference belongs to us. They weren't fazed by anything. The start of the match, it was in Toronto's hands. They had the possession. But yet again, the Union turned on that switch and knew what to do to win this match. And when you look at the stats, we didn't even win in the most important categories. We had 9 shots on goal, 5 on target with 43% percentage. And Toronto had 11 shots with 4 of them on target and 57% possession. Yet these guys still found a way to win. And people are going to hate me for saying this, but a lot of the credit is due to Jim Kirchin. There's an actual culture in Chester, and you can see it. The guys in this dressing room truly believe that this is a brotherhood. They are a true family, and you see it clearly out on the pitch. And it's not just the chemistry his team has. It's a quality of depth that we have as well. Every week, someone else is stepping it up. Now we can plug and play guys whoever we want, whenever we want, which makes it easy for Ernst Tanner to make negotiations this past week, like trading David Accam or Derek Jones, because he knows the system and the culture that we have down in Chester. Plug and play the next guy. We are witnessing a legitimate football club before our eyes, not a soccer club, a football club. This is a team that is finally organized in every aspect of the organization. From scouting, front office to coaching, I feel so much more comfortable than I did 5 years ago. They're structured every single one of those areas, just like you would see at any football club around the world. And guys, now that we look at the standings in the Eastern Conference and the playoff push, our Philadelphia Union are still in first place with 23 points, but those pesky guys from down south in DC are still right there with us with 23 points. Although Montreal lost, they are still in third with 20 points. NYCFC has been streaking up the last month and are in fourth with 18 points. Atlanta United, another team that is hot, is streaking up and playing to their potential, have 17 points in fifth. Toronto have dropped down to 6th place with only 16 points. And right now, Columbus and Chicago are tied for that last spot in the Eastern Conference with 16 points. So guys, 12 matches have been played so far this season for the Philadelphia Union, and you clearly see how tight the conference is this season. A month of bad results can put the Union out of the playoffs, simple as that. But as always, I will look at this as a Posidelphian. I believe in this team. I believe in Jim Kirchin. We will continue to get better, and we will face more obstacles down the line. But I believe in this team to get past those obstacles. Next up for the Union, it doesn't get any easier for these guys, as they are back at home but are hosting a hot Seattle Sounders team. We all know how good Seattle can be, and we will preview that later this week. But those are my thoughts on this match against Toronto. Guys, in the comments below, let me know how you feel about the first place Philadelphia Union. And as always, like the video, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button. Please help me grow soccer in Philadelphia. And as always, Parceros, DOOP on.